Oh, okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. I just set up in like the last 5 minutes. I don't even know if we're live. Hang on. Oh, hello. Oh, I can see chat. That's a good start. That's the best thing we can go for. Oh, wow, there's more than one person. That's cool. Hold up. I need to manage the audio. I've, not went live in so long, and I have such bad Wi-Fi, so it's gonna be more a podcast rather than visual quality, if that's okay. Oh no! Not the weary emojis, please. Okay, it's fine, it's going so well. Everything. Okay. I wasn't even meant to start talking now, but I figured I may as well. You know, I set up the starting soon screen a second ago. I spent the last 2 minutes making it, so I mean, you can see how flawless it is as is. So, you know, I think I should keep with it. Yeah, it's basically going to be an extension on the podcast that we did yesterday or something. Good morning, but it's at night. Well, time zones. Okay, let me get my phone so I can actually read chat without, like, killing everything. You can enjoy the vibing music as I set everything up. So how we all doing so far? Only 5. I'll have you. I don't think you understand. Last time I went live on YouTube, I think the maximum I could gain is like 4. So I'm not complaining. You know, the more people, the more anxious I'm gonna be. So. Whoa, I go to YouTube on my phone and I'm the first one. That must be so popular. Yo, I can see the chat twice. Let me set everything to like the worst visual quality on my end, so... You know, 2 hours later. There might have been at some point, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like looking at the viewer count because I get cautious, but, you know, I'm not as worried about it this time as I was before, so I suppose I don't mind too much. I'm just so famous now, guys. I'm just so used to everyone being here when I talk. I am still kind of running high on the fact I just did a college presentation, so... Okay. Oh, Discord? Hello? I forgot I was in a call. Hang on, let me... Oh, I can't even add another source to the other thing without tabbing over. Oh, well, don't worry. I have a better sans right now. I have the gift. Yeah, we can work with these. I know sans is dead, but... Undertale. I can play. I'll probably get the Undertale OST after this, to play in the background, so it'll probably pop up. I just grabbed the first song I found in my music folder to do the starting screen. Oh my, oh, I just saw the playback of me moving around that GIF. That was very freaky. I'll get into what we're doing in a sec. I should save my socializing for in a second, but I'm just having such a good time talking. I'm probably just gonna wait for the song to finish and then tab over. Just to get the music ready then. Now, a heads up, I probably won't be doing much building today, but we will be talking about a lot of the stuff. Oh my gosh, Worry Pop's queening, let's go. I didn't, okay, fun fact, I didn't know Delta Traveler was like a playable game till recently, so I'm probably gonna do that on stream at some point. Heads up. Delta Traveler, I think, is basically. I thought it was like no, you know, there's like the animations and versus actual custom games. I couldn't tell which one it was. Okay. Okay, I think the song actually finished. Cool. That means I have officially permission to tab over. Which also means I should technically be prepared, but I guess I'm not. Okay. Oh wow, I've already got desktop audio muted. That's a great. Whoa! Chat's working! I mean, I knew that. I knew that it was gonna work. I'm so good at it. Hang on, I'm gonna adjust it a little. There you go. Now I can have you all invading my screen all the time. I don't know why you're all the same color, but I did not end the stream. I'll have you know I'm still live. What? Wait, I'm not even. It didn't even end. Eh? How's it gone wrong in 1 second? I've not even stopped. Are we good? Is it working again? Okay, I'll press N and then start again because that'll just refresh it for everyone. Okay, are we back? Is it what? Are you kidding me? It stopped working the moment I tabbed over when it finished. That is. Oh, wow! I love how well this is going already. Okay, let me re-pull up chat. Wow. Okay, maybe I should never just maybe I should just never stream. Maybe that's a sign. You can't see the chat. I mean, I can see it. There's also on screen. Pretty neat. Cool. So we're all working now. It's all. Are we all good? Can we actually start? I'm gonna take it as a yes. Let me pull up the OST without it going wrong immediately. Cool. I'm gonna become real in 5 seconds, you're right. I'm gonna break into everyone's house simultaneously. That's not how you sit or. Okay, we're just gonna start, it's cool. Can you hear the music, by the way? Okay, I might need to turn it down a bit. Yo, congrats on genociding in a video game. Okay, we're back. We're alive. We're live and alive. What a great start. Okay. I can officially say what we're going to be doing. So, today's plan, not to disappoint anyone, we're not going to be doing much building. I mean, we might. I'll get to that later. But I have a video plan. It's a really big video. I made a community post, but I still want to say it. Because the first half of my Undertale build videos was only time lapses. I didn't really talk about how it was done or anything, and they're generally just really bad quality. So I had the idea to make a really big video going through all the time lapses and everything, and talking about the entire process from start to finish. Talking about each section, like the ruins, then talking about how we did Snowden, new time lapses, new audio, bunch of stuff. And maybe I'm doing it because I'm kind of sick of building some things, but also, it'll be a neat idea. I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting very distracted with this music. I need to turn it down on my end. Chloe, please, have mercy. It will. Now, that's the video idea. You might be wondering, why I've went live. One, I thought, why not tell people I'm lonely and I want to talk. But two, okay, no, Squid kind of did it. He did an update video, and in his videos he has talked about the process, but, there's a lot of people that are on my channel who either haven't seen his videos, or, a lot of them are just out of date. Especially the mapping of the build, that is, very out of date. So, thought, why don't we rehearse it? Now, why I'm streaming? Well, I thought, why not get Squid and Cole? Because I need to take a lot of notes, okay? I didn't plan the start of the Undertale build because, Squid did a lot of the planning. I recently finished Undertale when we started the build, so I didn't really know anything about it. Not even how it was laid out, so... I'm gonna get him on call, and we're gonna talk about how a lot of the rooms were done. We're gonna gather a bunch of information that I'm gonna use in the video. And I thought it was a great time to live stream it anyway, because there might not be an Undertale build video for like another month or two. I mean, hopefully there is, but, just in case. If that made any coherent sense, I won't lie, I'm losing my own train of thought here. That's what the video is. No, sorry, you can't be drunk and call. I'm actually trying to be coherent this stream. Sorry. I know I'm so cruel. So, hopefully, if I undeafen, you're probably going to get a blast of audio, so I'm going to turn them down quickly. Let me pull up Word. Prepare my notes. I feel like I'm like watching a video essay, and I'm just preparing all the notes to make an essay on it, but for my own projects. That is essentially what I'm doing, to be fair, and you all have to sit here with me.
But it looks good.
Hi.
Doge, hello.
Can you talk? Can you do an audio test?
Hello.
Oh, you know I like to do audio tests.
I know you're
Hello,
all about
everybody.
audio.
I do have to leave though.
Well, then you can just listen to the
Hell.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, adios.
Audios. Oh.
Audios.
Audios.
Audios. Me and Doge love audios.
We love audios. I love when nothing goes right.
Is it all breaking, Doge? Is it a traditional Doge stream?
It actually is. Do
It's
you want to know what happened at the
classic.
very beginning? So, I had the starting soon screen. I was actually talking to people in the starting soon screen that I made in 2 seconds. Then, when I switch scene, on everyone else's end, the stream stops. I didn't stop going live, but everyone had to refresh, so I had to stop and
Bruh.
start immediately. So
That's a weird one.
that I never had that one, but didn't expect it, to be fair. But we're fine now, we're fine. Everyone's here. Everyone's already asking questions. Banana wants to join called Drunk. I've told him immediately no.
Yeah, that, for what you want to do in this stream, I don't think
Yeah,
that's a good
we're
idea.
trying to actually gather information today, so...
Hi chat, how's it going?
Yeah, can you hear him, by the way? Is everything audible?
Yeah, I can't be too loud because it's 10 o'clock, but...
Yeah.
I can do this.
Oh, don't do that.
It's me, I'm not dead, chat.
You do sound it, to be fair. You've lost every ounce of energy in like 1 minute.
Yeah. Everyone's offering to join the cool drunk.
God, no, we're not having a viewer podcast of everyone drunk, my god.
It would be funny though.
Okay, maybe next stream if it's funny. But that's not today. That's not today. Are you gonna join the...
I'm trying, it's kicking me out every single time.
Are you whitelisted?
No, authentication servers were down last time, even though I was right on Hypixel.
What does that even mean?
I'm gonna restart my Minecraft, is what it means.
I mean... Oh my god, hello everyone. I did just do my summary, but I'm going to rehash it for a quick second. I'm not going to spend time to it. Basically, I want to make a giant video recapping the entire Undertale build. In order to do this, I need Squid to talk about every single room and how it was made, so I can gather notes. We're live streaming it, because that's never went wrong in the past. Anyway, cool. And no, I'm not getting people joining the call to get drunk.
It would be so funny.
It would be so
Come on
funny,
now.
but we're not doing it because...
No, can we do that at some point?
We can at some point, okay? We can at some
Come
point.
on.
I don't know what YouTube's TOS is, so we might have to go to Twitch, but I'm not sure. Actually, I think it's against Twitch as well. I genuinely don't know. No, it's fine. We can just tell no one that we're drunk. We'll just be like, oh, guys, this water is tasting kind of funny.
No, like, Twitch absolutely. They do MCC drunk streams and everything.
I
like,
know,
come
but
on
they have to always act like it's not alcohol.
now. That's not a thing, right?
It kind of is.
If anything, no, YouTube, right, in that case, YouTube is probably more accessible in that regard then.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's mainly my Wi-Fi that's the big problem to
Alright, I'll do it on my main channel. Come on Minecraft, it's being very slow. There's an entire... Oh, 16 people watching. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say the viewer count, I know.
Squiddy? What have we talked about?
I'm sorry, Doge.
Should be. I'm gonna kill you platonically.
It's fine.
No, I mean,
It's
in a
fine.
video game level.
It's fine, Doge. All of them are Cheesy Puff.
Cheesy Puff would have 60 knots.
Yeah.
Hashtag wet water. Oh my god, don't even get started on that. We could have a whole debate. Drunk
You want-
history of the Undertale. You know what? I'll do if it's a great video, I'll do I can easily do a bad version of the video if you want. I'll make like the good one, and then like a week later I'll release like the worst version. I'll record it all in one take, edit it down. Hello, Matthew. God, I've never heard such a normal name in a YouTube chat. It's normally like LOL, Dr. Guy, Poppy Lorry, Kerboas, Beastie, and then there's...
We're finally getting some sophisticated viewers.
Squid, your chat was horrendous last time.
I know, that's what I'm saying, finally.
Okay, are you able to get on?
It's just loaded. We'll see if it works. Otherwise, I'll join you in ethereal form.
That's so... Squiddy?
Is it he? Is it he?
Is it he?
It's still loading for me.
Oh god damn it.
This is taking a U amount of time to load. I'm here. Why is my frame rate garbage?
It's okay, we don't need frames. We need
Ayo.
podcast, and I can hear your...
Podcast voice.
I hear your fan in the background of you talking, but I don't think it's that loud. People stop messaging me.
My fan? I thought you could hear my washing machine, maybe. But...
I don't know. I'm just getting... I just got a message from my brother asking if I'm doing anything with the internet. Ooh.
Whoops.
Ooh. Fine, it's fine. I'm not gonna stop. It's okay. If
Yeah,
he
if I
turns it
listen to
off.
myself, it sounds really loud, but I don't know what's doing that.
Why are you both in Christmas? I'm not okay. Fun fact: this is not a Christmas outfit. This is a similar
right.
outfit to the Technoblade
Yeah,
one.
right.
I can get my Christmas one if you want, actually.
Do it.
Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna relog in a sec. Oh god, I'm streaming. I forgot the Wi-Fi requirement to relog is gonna be insane. Maybe not then. Okay, point is, we're here now. I don't need to change skin right now. It's fine. Okay, I've got my notepad ready, Squid. I wish I had. I wish I was a bit. I wish I was a bit more prepared than that, but.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I don't know any more lyrics.
I don't know what that was.
It's a song
I got that.
that Tato always quotes.
Well, no one cares about Taylor.
I know. I put him in my microwave earlier.
So Squid, about this room, right?
Hello.
How is? I actually know this room already. Because I helped plan this one. But any
insightful comments?
Any insightful comments about the first room? Well, it was built in survival. That's something I should write down. Built in survival. Hay underneath and specific height to not die. That's probably going to change later, but we'll try not to. I'm really glad you like.
For a sec.
Hi. You good?
Try now.
Hi.
Okay, I think that works. I thought I'd record this as well, just in case.
I don't know why you're recording it. It's going to be the most uncoherent one.
It's fine. I'm desperate for content, anyways. So.
Oh yeah, forget you don't do that these days.
Chat. I've been trying to do something way more difficult.
Squid has a girlfriend.
No, I'm trying to become the first gamer ever to get a girlfriend. It's never happened before this point.
Hey, Squid.
It's a work in progress.
Why are we saying random colors? The chat's already bored.
Chat. Okay, quick. Yes, survival. We made this in survival, and it was epic and cool. And,
Sorry, I'm so distracted by the Undertale OST in the background.
Which song is playing right now?
Heartache.
Yeah, not bad.
If I had it fully downloaded, I'd just play it via... Wait, can I?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Application audio capture. I'm gonna be so smart. Hang on. Oh, this is good. If this works, I'm gonna be the smartest being. Wait, is that gonna work? Oh, it's not gonna work because it has to be. I suppose it's better than before. Can I make a megalo for your... I don't know what that sentence means, I'm sorry. Hang on, let me... Okay, I've just turned it down and added an overlay onto it, so... Talk Squid?
Hello, test, hello. It is me. How's it going?
Okay. So, the first room was built in survival. I don't know how much people here knew that. Because we actually...
Yeah. We had
we
the bright idea of, like, on this SMP being like, wow, we should make Undertale, and then just, like, spent... How long was it to just dig this place out? And then...
I think we spent around 5 or 10 hours digging this room out. Because...
And then also, as a concept as well, we made an entire other version of this room in Creative. Do you remember that?
Did we?
Yeah, we made this entire thing in Creative first, as a trial.
Oh my god, we did!
Yeah. Is there any record of that?
I don't think so. God, I wish there was.
Because that was cool, because it was it was quite funny, because Doge started talking to me. This is when we first knew each other, and it was like, he came to my base one day and was like, wow, you can actually build cliffs. He was so surprised.
No, I genuinely thought he was just like the most pathetic person ever, because context, he was the only one on the server who didn't have anything and lived in a shop. So I genuinely thought he just couldn't play Minecraft.
I lived in my shulker box shop. And yeah, I was like, but I was a loyal Good Times with Scar viewer, so I had inherited his power, or at least 1% of it. So I was like, I can do cliffs, and then you were like, well, I can do cliffs. So we each took one half. So I took one side, you took the other side, and we both came up with like a different. They're both really good, but then
okay, yeah, no, that explains why these two sides aren't as drastically different compared to the test one.
Yeah, exactly.
I completely forgot we did a test one.
It was such a drastic difference between our styles on each side.
Yeah, you can subtly see it. This is your side. I can already tell immediately. He does a lot of smaller spikes, and that, and mine is a lot more rounded at the back, and then a bit of spikes coming in the front, whereas his is like spikes the whole way. So there's not as much depth on the back wall, but there is more in general. And then he died, and that was the end of the Undertale.
I'm doing this every 5 minutes. I die. I don't know what's going on.
Are you still making custom rooms for fans?
Oh.
I forgot. Yeah, that's a good point. We did also back in the day. There might still be the sign. Yeah. We used to make little Easter eggs and rooms for people who watch the streams back when we were building it. So that was
over here.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, no, this was placed. I think it had around what, 50, 60 subs. You had like 200.
Yeah, something like that.
We're still building up this entire room, and we just put little Easter eggs and stuff for people in chat. So I might keep doing that again if I do more live streams. I know. I do plan to litter them with Easter eggs after we've built most of them, but I might add some in after. So that's a good point. I'm gonna add that to the notes. Did an old version which showcased two styles. Started on SMP. Oh, you know what's even funnier? You can actually tell it was started on SMP because we come over here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what this is. This used to be filled with chests all the way along the wall. Just full of resources, like so. And also, I think this was before you could do chests right next to each other, so it was trap chest, normal chest, and it was just all along, shulker boxes everywhere. You know, this is how we got to the Undertale build.
Yep.
So
that's glorious.
Okay. Can you see the Mad Mew Mew room / dog casino? We'll get to that. We haven't built it, but we have thoughts about that. We will get to that. Don't worry, we're
Oh,
not
have
going to
you-
take as long to talk about all the other rooms than we did this
Hey
one.
Doge, have you seen Sands of Papyrus' kitchen?
Did you do it?
Ashton did it. It's amazing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh, there you are. New exclusive content.
Can we?
No, we gotta go in order.
We've got to go to one. Okay, you know. And then Squid did Flurries from I hated it. Okay, next room.
Yeah, this one was like, well, this was like all me once again, also in survival.
Yeah, no, this room there's less to comment on because it was all Squid. Not gonna lie, I quite like the way he does rooms. It's a lot more shaped than mine, and I still envy that. But
Yeah, I still don't like it entirely. Like it needs more. It needs something.
I don't know. I personally quite like it.
I like the size of it. I like the general gist of it. I think it just needs something a little bit extra.
Okay,
But,
yeah, maybe. But honestly, if you can think about it in context,
It's not
of the game-
bad. It's decent.
Yeah. Oh no, there is something to note. Because there's a patch of grass here where Flowey is, we had kind of there's a tiny bit of sunlight peeking through, just so there could, be that beam of light that Flowey could appear on. So.
I like the design choice to like raise it up slightly.
Yeah, I like that you go up a bit rather than just being a flat room as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things we were trying to avoid a lot at the start was because there's a lot of like 2D kind of recreations, and we really wanted to go all out on 3D. So like adding like depth like this was very important.
Yeah, because keep in mind at this point we hadn't seen any Undertale recreations that wasn't just the grab Undertale texture pack and make it like completely flat square.
Whoa.
Oh my, Cheesy please. I know another Cheesy. He's got his ults. Oh my god, Violet's here also. I know I am live. I'm kind of cool like that. Anyway, next room. Sorry, I can't be bothered saying hi every 5 seconds. I might just like get a bot to just read out things.
Yeah.
Oh, I might need to change a chat setting actually.
Oh wow, Doge, this room's so complete.
Oh my god, yeah, let's talk about this room. Wow, it's...
I really like what you did with this wall.
Yeah, no, the way the vine is here, it really adds so much color into the rooms that I don't think we've quite seen yet, and... So I know what we can add to this room!
What?
Squid, I'm gonna blow your mind, watch this. Don't follow me. You're gonna be stunned when I say this. You might even have a heart attack. Come here. Now it's a bit out there. I know we've never really done this before, but why did we not think about that? We literally did it in the other room. And it would make even more sense because it's like Flowey's room. We should have even more vines.
Let's move on, Doge.
So the ruins, guys. Let's talk about
Ruins,
the ruins.
yeah.
The ruins, yeah. Let's talk about the ruins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, have
yeah.
you seen Potato's ballista?
Oh yeah, there's a ballista in here too, just because you know how Toriel really hates humans canonically, like she hates humans. Yeah, she actually decided to take Asgore's advice and run to the ruins to set up a ballista. Oh, you Undertale fans, I know you know this. Secret Easter egg, Toby Fox left himself. Okay, no, actually, I don't know. I genuinely don't know the origins of that. I wasn't here, but
Yeah, Tato just built it because he could.
Glowberries. That's
Fruit berries.
glowberries. To that room.
Yeah,
To be fair, glowberries weren't in the game yet when we built that room, so
that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, this was
This
built
is
in
like-
1.16. That was released in...
Yeah, this is old version. Yeah. I'm just gonna put a massive glowberry here so we remember.
Oh yeah, please do that. I mean, the VOD will be here, but I don't want to go for the VOD. So... That. You
When
know
in
what that is?
doubt, fruit berry.
Okay. So this room actually wasn't done. This is one of my most nightmarish rooms to build because one, turning stairs was a big problem for me at the start. Not as big a problem, but two. This music is such a great choice. Two, we wanted it to be like really grand and like one of the more defining rooms of the ruins, which also meant we had to have a really good design for it, you know? We wanted it to be eye-catching and memorable, because, you know, it's one of the few rooms in the game that actually has, like, pillars and stuff, whereas a lot of stuff that we did in the other rooms was kind of innovated. Sorry, Squid, you left at like the perfect time for the music.
Oh.
I think it was the music that plays when you talk to Sans.
Nice.
Anyway, so yeah, after a bunch of testing, after like doing a bunch of scaling, I was originally gonna like extend past here and things. We just decided to move on from the ruins for a bit because none of us was coming up with a good idea for it. So, you know, we decided to move on. So, this room. Actually, hang on, I'm gonna add to my notes as I do this. So big room, save. Wanted to be grand. No ideas, LMAO. Wanted to sob. Okay, cool. This room, I can actually turn off shaders now that we've got into the lighting. This room was actually one of the easiest ones to build. It was also one of the few I had actually built a complete concept for before implementing it. Because I think this was one of the first rooms we built to test what the ruins was going to look like as a whole.
Yeah, we had it in like our original test world with the first room model. It was like, we were like, oh my god, we can use quartz.
Yeah, because, let's be honest, purple is not the most interesting color. So
He even made an entire video on purple.
I even made an entire video about purple, but I kind of don't like, so don't watch it. But in theory, it's great. Give me some. Anyway.
That's the thing, like, so many people have completely rejected purple. Like, Grian even made a video on making Toriel's house and completely decided to just not use purple.
Yeah, everyone just decided purple was unusable because purple was like such an ugly block. So we were like, no, we have to stick to the colors of the game. So, you know, adding some leaves, adding big part about the ruins, by the way. The atmosphere. You'll notice all the lights in this room is so specifically placed because, let's say, just change it so it's full bright.
Turn on your night, turn on your night vision.
Look at the contrast and quality.
It looks
of this
so
room.
bad.
This
with
is
night vision.
Yeah. So even adding the extra color and stuff didn't do it justice. So we had to make sure, you know, if there's a bit too much purple in one area, make it more shadowed. If there's a bit more color, light that bit up. Just so it captured that kind of ominous, but also, you know, a lot better colors. Oh my god, Cheesy Plays is subscribed. They must really love purple. I'm being so cringe. So yeah, that's honestly a great summary of most of the ruins, so I'm gonna write that down quickly while it's still in my brain.
You should talk about redstone, Doge.
So, next room, okay, no, the redstone of the room...
If I can get on the
Oh,
server,
no, this is actually a
I'll talk
really
about
good
it.
point to make.
Oh yeah, talk about our policy.
Yeah, our
on
policy.
Redstone. While Cheesy Puff isn't listening.
Well, Cheesy Puff's not listening. Yeah. Not to be mistaken for Cheesy in chat. We know of Piper Cheese / Cheesy Puff. Before you think we're insulting you, please. So, one, we started this in survival, which meant the only way we could actually make half the rooms functional was via redstone. Fun fact, Squid is actually a redstoner. I know, Squid's kind of a stoner in his free time, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's what I'm known for.
So, you know, making all, like, the traps and stuff, that was actually a feasible option. Now, obviously we did eventually move to the creative, but because neither of us really know how command blocks work, and also if we did that, we'd want it to be, like, perfect. We're not doing command blocks, nor are we allowed world edit. We can world edit to, like, clear out giant bits of land, because that's not skill, that's just mass amounts of time. But every block that gets placed and everything has to be hand-placed. Aside from, like, concepts like this, you know, this isn't really getting kept, so it's just gonna get built over, but you know what I mean. So, you'll notice this puzzle is actually directly, if it doesn't line up with what's the genuine puzzle in the game.
Admire the redstone.
It's so good.
It's so elaborate. It's so over elaborate. You don't need this amount of redstone.
You don't
normally.
need it, but I think he had to make it so it doesn't get broke by me touching all the red. That's another thing. The redstone has to be extra good just because I cannot touch any redstone machine.
Yeah, I had to make this Doge proof, and you do not understand the lengths you have to go to make things a Doge proof. Also, the reason it goes down is because of I didn't want pistons to be audible.
Oh, wait, really?
Like, because there's piston extenders.
Oh yeah,
that go
there's
to the
like
other
pistons
thing.
down there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason you go all the way across there is I wanted to. It's literally all of that nonsense is just to make the lights like 0.1 seconds faster.
Yeah, it's just to make it like more instant of when we press it.
This could have been so much easier, but I didn't. This little system here, Doge. You know, like redstone repeaters have a small delay to them.
This is like a repeater, but it doesn't have a delay.
It's an instant repeater, yeah.
I'm gonna
So
take
it's
a screenshot of that. Don't mind me. Anyway, moving up. Oh my god, I'm gonna show you my redstone that I did with Ashen later.
Oh,
Because you know I'm a redstone genius. I know. It's kind of well known. I am a stoner. Anyway, moving on. This room, we've kind of already covered about why we are doing the purple. You'll notice on a bigger scale, a lot of the bits are darkened out. But, yeah, same colors and stuff, except, you know, the bit of water, but added a bit of coral because it's the perfect opportunity. But yeah, fun fact about this room, we actually headcanoned that, what was it, that there was the upper part of it that monsters and stuff could look over to...
Yeah, so I was overthinking the kind of structure of how the ruins came to be.
Yeah.
And also how the layout is in game. So we know that they came into the underground from New Home, not from the hole over there.
Yeah.
So they would have come into the far side and worked their way this way.
Uh-huh.
So, and I remember that one long corridor with Toriel, and I really got the sense that that was like a mined out tunnel to get to another cavern
yeah, because that room itself is just so plain and kind of like it just gives off the vibes of this was made just to get across to the next part of the rooms.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
then so I imagine that was made a little bit later as overpopulation started to become a problem. So then I thought, well, if later on monsters have found this cave, tunneled into and found the source of sunlight, that would be a huge for monsters just to visit, to actually see the sun would have been a remarkable thing.
Yeah.
So I imagine that's like basically a tourist destination. However, they were also probably very scared of monsters coming down through that hole and attacking them from this side. So I thought that this first part of the ruins might even be considered or originally made as a defensive location. You think of all this initial starting puzzles.
I think there's literally spikes here and levers, but Toro did draw over later. These don't actually work, by the way. This is just a question of where to put it. But yeah, so.
But yeah, this is almost like a gatehouse. This one here, the first door, and then you got two moats. I think Tato's ballista over there was because I was ranting about this.
Yeah.
So it feels like this is really like a very intensive puzzle section.
Which is
to
why
defend if
later
they
on
need.
in the ruins, once the monsters started to branch out a bit more, they kind of didn't do as much puzzles. You will notice by the latter half of the ruins, they're just literally it's just no puzzles. It's only the first half.
Pretty much, yeah. There's
There,
like
there's
a
an
couple,
odd
but
one, but they're nowhere near as like intensive after the like once you get near Toriel's house and the city, none.
You want to talk about this room? This was a U one.
Yeah, this is a me one. This is just one of there's not really much behind this room. This was just a me playing about with the design to make it look more interesting. Because this is probably the most boring room in the game. Or one of them. It's literally just a square room with the dummy here, which actually we can just, you know. Whoa. And that was it. So, you know, I added a bit of dome and stuff, getting the idea from this room, and just thought, yeah, just make it look a bit more atmospheric and stuff. Also added a
Matthew-
carpet for lighting.
Oh. Matthew says I'm a wizard. Thank you very much.
You're
For
so...
my next trick, I'll disappear.
Moving on!
If it doesn't let me log in again, that was not worth it.
Yeah, so that's a thought.
Actually, not
Okay.
gonna let me in, is it?
I need to update my rooms notes. So I've got the big rooms, then the small first room. Redstone because split, entire world edit and commands. No. First concept room design.
He's
And
actually structuring content. I'm so proud.
shadows to hide all the fucking purple color cause I want to kill it. Smile. I'm genuinely writing this down, by the way. Genuine notes for the giant video I'm gonna make. Listen, no, you can like dummy as a character. It's one of the more boring rooms, though. This is kind of a similar boat. This is just a pathway room to the...
Yeah, we need some way of making it fancy. Though Cheese did like try and do 118 blocks in here. It still needs a rework.
I do really like the spore
Oh, that
blossoms.
thing,
I
yeah.
didn't notice that. Now
Yeah.
Squid did add a little thing to this room. He built a pub.
Who actually made the pub? I built the door.
I think I built the inside after you gave the idea.
Yeah.
I don't know why we built this. I think we just need somewhere to talk.
Yeah, don't come in here a sec. Yeah, we were procrastinating as normal.
Yeah, I'm not going in here on stream.
You should come in here now. They just start floating. Do you see that on your screen?
So, moving on from the pub, and, the theme music started playing when you did that. Yeah,
Nice.
there's not really much to comment on the ruins after, like, the initial point, because it kind of just follows the same premise. You know, shadows to hide the colors, make it more interesting, adding more depth, you know, extra colors via the white broken pillars, which we actually got the idea from the little pillar Factorial hides behind. And we will notice in later rooms there is bits of pillars lying about. Sorry, I just had to jam to my favorite song. This room is not finished. Fun fact, this is a 1.18 block. When did we build this? 1.16. So, up until this block existed, we had genuinely no clue on what we were going to do for a spike. Because there was just...
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know the closest thing we had?
I've forgotten what it was.
This is what we're gonna have to do. Which, I'm actually really glad it's this, because spikes also do damage in Minecraft, so that's pretty neat. Still not entirely sure how it's gonna get done, but I do think this is our best option so far. The design of the room... Squid started this. Wasn't finished. I think he kind of lost inspiration halfway through, and it's very difficult to work on an empty ruins room without inspiration for the design, because that's the only interesting part about it is the shape. So...
Yeah. I was trying to make a thing through here.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
I was trying to make like a ravine and like a civilization past this point, but yes, it's a long way out.
Also, I think just pathways behind the main area, because there's parts of the game that we don't see, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
like, there's so many parts of the game that the player doesn't get to see, but the monsters live in. Like, we never see either of the two cities, which is where half the monster kind, or most of them, literally live. So, you know, we get a bit of creative innovation.
It's one thing to finish the ruins, it's another thing to, like, finish the canon areas of the ruins. Like,
Yeah.
they're two very different things.
Like, finishing the ruins and finishing the canon ruins is just two different tasks, which is why we've got these rooms, but then half the stuff behind them. Now, this room, yeah, we've kind of summarized most of the ruins, honestly. So, until we find something a bit more interesting, I'll just keep going.
Yeah, they just all need a bit of a revamp, really, but...
Yeah, this room is Squid's, love-hate child.
True.
Summarize it a bit quickly, because I feel like we're just dragging on a bit at this point.
Isn't a love-hate child just a child?
No, that's just a hate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Squid actually...
This room here is ancient history. You can see this in the background of my intro to episode 2.
Yeah, this has been here since his episode 2 and before I made my episode 1.
Yeah, this is ancient.
This is probably one of the first rooms that got built, but because of that and all of his crazy, wacky ideas for, like, depth and, like, monster kind and stuff, you can kind of tell it's... yeah... everywhere. And it looks cool. Every individual part looks cool, but we kind of just don't have a solution for all the bits of problems. So, like, this bit being a bit too flat and not much color, or this bit over here not really having much ideas, or this entire section here for about the river and stuff. Don't know what's going on here.
No.
Genuinely don't know what's going on over here. But you know, we've not got rid of it because it is still genuinely one of the more cool rooms.
Yeah.
Also, we added a tree because there's no other reason for there to be tree leaves just at the bottom here, aside from there being a secret tree. So...
yeah, this was like the first real... because we've made big rooms before, but this was my first real, like, foray into... like non-canon areas. Like, this is a small rooming game, and I was like, let's make it a little crazy. Yeah, so
up until this point we've kind of stuck very close to canon. Even this spiky room, this back bit wasn't added till later. That bit was built before that. So yeah, that was the first delve into fully headcanon area rather than just Undertale. And while the room didn't turn out what we wanted, it did kind of form the idea for the rest of the ruins. You want to join in this? I mean, there is the Undertale build download that we released. I am just nervous inviting people into the world because, whitelists and building and breaking stuff and all that. There's a whole bunch of reasons. Now this, fun fact about this room. I built this room not at the same time as the rest of the ruins. This is the most recent ruins room, fun fact. So
and down here still is...
yeah, down here wasn't done because I didn't know how to do it yet, and then Ashton kind of came along. But
no, that was me trying to replicate Ashton's power and failing miserably.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. But yeah. Also, I want to say I am reading chat. I'm just not really responding until I see a specific question because it's very difficult to just randomly read
He's
out
pulling
things.
a me. He's being a bad streamer.
I can answer questions. I can't answer messages just like, oh ho ho, fish lady music. I want a quesadilla, or however you say it. You know, like I'm acknowledging it. I don't know how to acknowledge it. You know, so just throw it out there. Yeah, squid had a bit of slime because the monsters, one of them is like slimy, and you know I think this is one of the first rooms to kind of appear.
Mold small.
Yeah, mold small and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, this is the first possible place to get mold small in the game. So.
And the floor. Oh yeah, I didn't even cover that. If you can't even tell what room this is the room where there's an entire broken floor that you have to walk along in the sort of pattern to get across. Obviously, there is no blocks in the game that does that, aside from snow. And I'm not gonna put snow, so I thought to, you know, innovate a little and have it be like a parkour bit following the rough... You know, have it in a...
He's having a good time.
Give me a sec. This is what you don't see in videos. I thought, you know, to innovate a little, make it a parkour bit that kind of replicates the pattern that you go through in the game, but, you know, isn't. So, you know, the room still sticks to the same aspect of the game, but, you know, actually looks good. Also, another tree at the top, because there's leaves down here again, and we need to explain it. Also, I just think the idea of a broken tree branching over this room is a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, because we need to explain the leaves, and then can we just talk about this room? This room is gorgeous.
I love the room so much.
This is our powers combined. You have the Doge
Yeah,
ruins design combined with the squid floor design.
Yeah, I didn't do the floor for this room. I did the walls and like shape of this part and everything, and like designed a waterfall and stuff. But the actual floor details and like all the little bits and stuff, that was squid. So this is what we can do combining our little building specialities.
Combining our brain cell.
Our brain cell combines and it makes 1.5. Don't know what that makes it. Well, 0.75.
Anyway.
Anyway, enough about us. Let's talk about you. Damn, Squid, these viewers are kind of weird. I don't know, they're kind of weird, Squid. They're talking about food. Oh no, they're leaving. I love my viewers. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, Dream.
It's fine, I can get forgiven. I just have to apologize. I just have to say I love them, and then everything goes under the bridge. Anyway, speaking of bridges, here's a bridge. Moving on.
Boo. What? Who is that in the mouse hole now?
Who is that?
And why is the table on the other side now?
The table's not on the other side.
It used to be on this side.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
It definitely
It's
did.
never been on that side.
You want to bet?
Yes.
How much?
£5.
Deal.
Okay.
You heard it here. Alright, give me £5.
No, prove it then.
Look, Cheese's head was in this stair block.
Yeah,
here.
but the table's always been on this side.
Nah, it's been on this side.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm so confused.
We're both questioning our own existence right now. I'm certain it was this side. I'm certain of it.
No, I thought it was that side. Because I've not moved
Well-
that sign.
Yeah, the signs. You know what? We'll look it up later.
No, I'm
We'll
pulling
dig
up
it.
the video. I need to know.
We'll dig up a past live stream or something. Because which video would have it?
My first runes.
Oh yeah, your early ones, yeah.
I'm gonna find this out, and I'm gonna be like, whoa, where's my £5? I was right!
Wait, it was?
Squid, PayPal me
Really?
£5. I'm gonna pull it up on stream. Hang on, watch this.
I'll do it, but like,
Nope.
I'm surprised.
Oh, look at this. From the perspective of just walking into the room, by the way. If you couldn't tell.
Stream.
Room 1.
Yeah, the mouse hole's on the other side.
Yeah, the mouse hole's always been in that bit.
How does Cheesy Plays know the build better than I do?
That's really funny.
Do you want my spot on the build? You can build for me. And I
Look at
can
this.
take all the credit. Are you streaming it or are you sending it to me?
Streaming it.
There's delay.
Literally hasn't moved. Boom.
It's not. I don't see it on stream.
I'm gonna send it to your DMs.
Oh, now I see it.
Get destroyed.
Is that your early video?
That's my early video, yeah.
I feel certain that it's not been though.
That it's from the We Built the Runes from Undertale. December
Oh.
2020.
Didn't we switch around when Ashton joined?
No. That's from them. I can link the video if you need.
What if it changed place twice?
You're coping hard.
I would never cope.
Yeah, so as you can probably see from the image actually, that's a great example. The original room didn't really have much, but that was the design we went with. But then Ashton, when we invited her like a couple years later, she came along and kind of updated the room a little, so it's got a bit more detail and a bit more colors, which still have a lot of thoughts on, by the way, but I think
so
it's better
far,
than it was before.
Well, these ones I would say are still a work in progress.
Yeah,
but
these
then
are a
it
work
just
in progress, but it's a...
But then you walk through this door and then it's like the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Oh yeah, this wasn't built yet, but then Ashton came along and did this, and this is Spider Bake Sale.
Look at this.
This is stunning. The bridge design, the literal specific dialogue from the game. I might change it from purple, but just because I know some people struggle seeing purple, and Undertale dialogue is white. That wasn't even a jab at you, Squid. I'm sorry. Hang on. Yeah, that looks more like an actual Undertale dialogue, but yeah. God, it's such a neat room. It's really nice. I like the shape it has. Yeah, I'm gonna... Let me quickly update my notes. So we... For the bridges room, monsters overlooking them. For danger, because puzzles. And fortified loses later in game. And then that other one, I can talk about that fine because I built it. Then your Squid's giant room. That was kind of the branching out point for non-canon parts. Kind of a mess. Whoa. Then this room, Naps the Bloke room. Redesigned later, one of the first. Then the Spider Bake Sale, built by Ashton a few years later. Cool. You know, we started the Undertale build about halfway into the year in 2020, didn't we? So I think we're actually officially. Oh. I think we're actually getting to around the 3-year mark officially for the build. Which. Can you unmute just to see what it's like?
Test. Can you hear it?
Oh.
Is it bad?
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
It's. Yeah, maybe stay on mute for a little. Okay, let me look at chat for a sec. I think the first donut's like 6 or 8, and then the next one's 16 or 18. I don't know specifically, or maybe 12. Point is, it's below 20 and above 10. Now, this room was... Oh, this is actually a really important room.
Okay, I think I'm alive.
I might have built this one. And this
Yeah,
was
you did.
just when we started adding greenery.
Do you remember what,
via, like,
what I was doing?
Water and, like, dirt.
Do you remember what I was doing when you made this?
Hmm?
Do you remember what
No.
Squid was doing? I joined a call with you and I was like unbelievably exam overloaded and I was just dead. And you were like, hi, I'm building. And there's ants everywhere.
That's a lot of the calls.
Yeah, it was which year would that have been? I guess that was like my 2nd year of uni or something?
It would have been
3rd year?
2021. Or... I think it was 2021. It had to have been. Because the
3rd
other
year
parts of the rooms were
exams.
built in 2020.
That makes sense, yeah. 3rd year's exams.
Yeah, no,
I
it would
was
have been
miserable.
3rd year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was building this. This is the first time we added like water and stuff and lily pads, which kind of added this little addition changed the entire concept of the ruins, because as you saw with that room over there that I built after, was a lot more greeny and mossy. So this room, I'll actually add that note here. That's a very important detail. Long room before squids. First room to add water plus swampy stuff. And the reason we added it was because like Frogget and stuff kind of has that natural environment in real life, so we thought it would make sense if there's like water and stuff in the ruins, aside from the Bridges room. So it kind of just made sense, but, you know,
Yeah,
cool
everyone has
details as well.
Froggets in real life. Like, moisture, so...
You know frogs, shut up.
Dude, the ants
Froggets,
are actually invading my room
water,
right now.
love. Can you, like, clean?
How?
I don't know, bug spray or something.
No.
Oh my god, I just realized Dark Dollars is the thing they're talking about in Deltarune. I'm so stupid.
You didn't realize?
No. I just thought they were being quirky and freaky.
Anyway.
Anyway, moving on to Squid's love room. That
Whoa.
sounds really weird, actually. Squid's favorite room.
Doge, how did you know what I was getting up to?
If you know, the cameras.
Anyway.
So, Squid, this room, huh? Only you can. Oh, only you can provide.
Only I.
That's like Laurie just went in chat after hearing me say it's your love room. By the way, is the chat on screen still working? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's fine, it's fine. I don't watch.
What would I say about
Don't go
this
silent
room?
after that. Yeah, so after I did that, that kind of gave Squid a bunch of inspiration to add, like, an insane amount of greenery and just a lot more life into the ruins.
Yeah,
And
it
also,
beat
this
it
is
up a
one of the
little
rooms
bit.
I couldn't really figure out mapping-wise. So,
Yeah, in case viewers are confused, it's the one with the holes in the floor and you drop down to like find the lever.
yeah, so you find the 6 holes in the floor, and this one would have the switch, which is still not added.
This was
We're
the
gonna add that there just so we don't forget.
no. This was a revolutionary room because it was the first time I started to figure out the legendary floor palette. So this red palette here, I think this was the first one ever to actually look like the leaf piles. We're using the spruce coral technique. There's water underneath, so
That was
somehow
my idea.
yeah, that was your idea. And then this sounds really strange, but this is like the first time we've used dirt in the build. Because before this point we didn't use dirt.
Yeah.
Which is like seems
Like
crazy
there was a bit
now.
of it in here, but
yeah, but like before this point, like we've added it.
you would
since.
notice before this it's all like X. Yeah, this is all added by Ashton and stuff, but you will notice, like this isn't dirt. You know,
There isn't
this is
any
this
dirt
is a
at all.
further addition after that.
And it felt like
I'm ignoring what Laurie types in chat. She's eating fried pasta.
Bruh, average Scottish person.
I've never done
Anyway,
that, right?
so
Yeah, so
yeah,
this is
just adding dirt seemed such a strange concept, but it suddenly I was like, wow, this really works. And then Vegetoid gave me the idea of putting like actual crops in, which really works as well.
yeah.
And it's just a good room. It's just good.
It like ties the room together on the floor a bit more, which I guess makes sense if you think about it, because you know the leaves that tie it together is already green and stuff, so it's just a bit of extra greenery if it actually fits on the floor as well. But for some reason we hadn't really tried it until this room, so yeah. And I think this room probably wouldn't have even happened the way it did without that first room that you did as an experiment of making stuff that's not canon. So yeah, it's really neat to see how things branch out after experimenting a couple times in different rooms. Because every one takes inspiration from the last one and then adds to it.
Yeah, so then I kind of continue
Sans
the
X
pattern
Horror.
through the...
I'm going to be honest. Hang on, I need to throw my comment. The Sans Xtorial ship is one of the least weird ones on the entire fandom, alright? That is... You know... There's so many, and that one is one of the less weird ones. I have no problems with that one.
I don't know. Not sure I agree with you on that one.
I know why. I can understand it if you think about it in a past tense, because Toriel's age is really weird. But, you know, from face value, it's like...
Sans could be older, he's literally a skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, like, to be fair, we don't know Sans' age, but I think it's like, we get more canonical info on Toriel's age than... But yeah, no, I think that's one of the less weird ships. You know, they both like puns, they both get along well, they both help each other progress mentally and stuff. It's, you know, a neat dynamic. Personally, I think they're friends, but, you know.
I don't know, to me it's
I understand.
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, you probably don't like any ships.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Font cest. What? What? What have I missed? Papyrus X Sans. No! Finally! That, okay,
This is a bro moment.
Oh my god. Why can you not hear a single thing we're saying? The music might be too loud now, actually. I'll turn it down a bit. Yeah, anyway, completely derailed. You know, went from like talking about squids to chaotic and revolutionary room to insects.
Hey Doge. Hey Doge.
Hi,
you know how you
Squid.
said my chat was bad?
No, this is fine because it's funny. Anything's okay if it's actually funny. There's cringe funny, then there's just cringe, and I think this falls into the cringe funny, so it's okay. How can you not hear us saying stuff? Is this like an everyone problem or just you problem? Why can't you hear us? Wait, my microphone.
I think it's fine when I listen
my
in.
microphone's delayed on OBS. Let's hope so. I'm gonna get paranoid if not.
I think it's fine. I mean, I'm talking a bit quieter because it's late, but you get the ASMR squid experience.
We have. Are you on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Otherwise, Squid wouldn't hear me, and you couldn't hear me. And also, I'm looking at OBS right now, so get destroyed.
Too low? Yeah, maybe like the balance.
Well, it's not too low on OBS's end, so I don't want to turn it up. It's easier to turn it up on your end than mine because I've got like 4 different volumes. You can't hear me either. Wildcard can't hear me either.
We might be being debated here. I can hear the stream.
Yeah, we might be. I could I could just be smart and just look at the
I think
VOD.
it's fine.
Wait.
It might be a bit low, but not like. There's definitely.
Oh no, it's working.
Words
no, we're
coming
getting
through.
completely debated. Yep. Yeah, I know there is. I turned up the volume and it heard it. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sans a mold small. That's an interesting one.
Oh, that's my favorite ship actually. Moldsmal has such an interesting character, and I really, I think they really mesh with Sans. And a normal, personality-wise. Squid. Death by Glamour was playing as you did that.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
I've not even written anything down on my notes for the big room. First room for dirt and things, which meant could go crazy. Plants for Vegetoid. There wasn't really much after that. 4 palette discovered with the leaves texture.
Your chat is
that's really it, and then that kind of just
imploding.
carried on. What's happening, chat? Guys,
melting.
calm down with the ships, alright? Stop melting. That's an order. We can talk about ship. Dr. I read Dr. Kayak's Moldsmal. We're not shipping chatters, guys. Oh my god, Undone from Undertale. We've not finished the rooms. I mean, we're gonna close this off like a chapter of the book. Look, guys, hang on, watch this move. Right, see this? We're leaving the ships behind us, alright? No more. Squid, no, don't open it.
What?
You're charging! What does that mean? I'm gonna charge. What does that mean? Oh my god, everything's... You know what? I'm just gonna... Undertale from Undertale! Oh my god.
Oh my god, Squid's chat is so bad in comparison.
No, I do prefer this 10 times. I can at least find this fun.
Oh no. Oh, I agree. You know what isn't fun?
You.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. You know what's so funny? 71 started playing as we got to here.
This will make this all the more
Oh, I'm
poetic.
gonna turn up 71. Okay, so
I'm improving.
there's
the
actually a
build.
lot of things about. No, don't have to be extreme. So, there's a lot of things about this house. To start, Toro's house is one of the most annoying ones to design because it is 2 walls and a door. Now, the inside is also a nightmare because the wall color in game has 0 blocks that kind of represent it. So we kind of try to combine this color with a bunch of wood going over it. So this is kind of like a backing / highlight color, and this is like the wood to emphasize it, because it does have like cozy wooden house vibes, even if it's not actually built with that. Oh my god, oh no, oh, I'm sorry, I keep glancing over chat. There's messages that are getting hid, and I'm just can't be bothered unhiding half of them. But yeah, I didn't build any of this room. I built a lot of the roof in here, but this is all Squid after many failed attempts and struggling, and it's still not done. I do think it's a lot closer though.
Did this room get bigger?
Like, it's
It feels
quite nice.
bigger.
I do.
Why does this feel bigger than it used to?
I don't know. I think you wanted it quite big.
I feel like it's bigger in
We
that
do
direction.
need a therapist. I'm just chatting.
Yeah.
In that direction, yeah, I think you did make it a bit bigger.
I don't know, I'm losing my mind.
But
yeah, it's never quite been satisfactory, is it? Who killed the... Someone killed the thingamies. The axolotl tank, it's gone.
oh, that must have.
No.
Yeah, that must be when its entity got killed.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much. There's a lot of things about this room. The house itself doesn't have much history with it getting built, aside from the outside being one of the only designs we could never be fully solid on. And then we learned about the art book design being completely different. And fun fact, I think Toby Fox couldn't finish the Toro house design in time, or couldn't have a full design in game. So it's saying a cozy house. It technically was in the original concept design. You know, there's a whole water wheel and everything, which explains how there's entire power and water going through the entirety of the ruins. We didn't know about that when we built this, and we're gonna redesign this entire place so it's got the actual cozy house instead of this weird. I quite like the design. It does feel too much like a castle for my liking.
I did when we first made it.
So yeah.
However, now I can't stand it.
Yeah, I liked it when it was done, but now it's...
Right now,
yeah,
I
we've
want
had too
it
much
gone.
time to look at it, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have pasted it somewhere else, but it's a good supplement until we work on the actual design.
Also, you remember
Because
this
it
was
is-
like a lot lower
It's the
before?
best design we could come up with.
Do you remember it was
Was it
lower?
a
It was
lot?
down here.
Oh yeah, this used to be a lot lower, and then it was raised up. I can't
forget the
remember
reasoning,
entirely
but-
why.
Yeah.
Then there's the entirety of what Squid was going through at this time. I think this is like your peak uni stress.
Yeah, probably.
I
Oh,
do
this-
remember vividly jumping outside here on the chairs.
Oh well, this was like our ultimate therapy area. Cause
Yeah.
do you remember when this was like not open to the sky and we just like we'd have like our purple blocks and we'd run around like this
Yeah.
and they would just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah. We just have like an entire parkour area over there before we built any of that. Because me and Squid, you know, when we have problems, we don't see a therapist or that, we just sit on a 5-hour long midnight call talking about problems and then don't do anything after that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's the healthy thing.
Yeah, it was
I don't know what's
ridiculous though.
happening
It was
in
like
chat now.
it was the entirety of this city area had like parkour, the entire length of it.
Yeah, the entire area here just had a bunch of purple blocks where we were parkour. We literally
Yes.
built a parkour area at some point.
Yeah.
Before we got
Yes.
rid of the roof, it used to be an enclosed cave, but then we're like, well, it's going to be quite big anyway. We may as well just get rid of the walls because we're going to build over it anyway. Okay, I need to BRB for a sec to get a drink. Squid, can you not kill someone while I'm away?
Okay.
Oh, well, he's dead.
Oh, can't you hear me?
I can hear you. You just went silent for a
Yeah.
sec.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The washing machine's also going in the background, so hi. I've moved into a new place, and now there's ants in the floor. Like I'm sitting at my table, trying to do a stream, and like ants are crawling out my sleeves and all over the table. It's horrendous. I don't know what's going on. They didn't tell me there was ants here when I signed up. I just got bitten on the stomach as I was talking. This is terrible. This gives me flashbacks to my childhood when I lived in an anthill. It was traumatizing. And now the washing machine's getting louder. But I gotta keep entertaining the stream. So what am I gonna do? That's my ant rant out the way. Why is the washing machine still going? Like, it's been ages. It just keeps going. So what should we talk about, huh? Yeah, I got nothing. Should we talk about how cringe Doge is?
Why have I got back? And this is what I saw in chat immediately. Hello, I ate grass and almost choked one time. Strip dance. I ate dirt once. I ate a charging cable. I want everyone to know my fried pasta is delicious, and if anything, I should have fried it more. So, I've lost all hope in humanity and my entire viewers, so we're gonna move on. Cool, I'm really glad about all your eating problems. That's actually kind of concerning. So, yeah, washing machine. I'm gonna summarize the Ruin City quick, because that's kind of been summarized. Let me pull up my notes, actually. I need to talk about tutorials. House. Designed with the initial room. Found out about art book, which explains water and stuff. Redesigned a billion times. Room inside has no blocks that look like the game. Cool. What about the mine in Snowdon? Is the mine the bit that you fall in the igloo or something else? What do you guys think of the character Snake Eye from Deltarune Chapter 1, Part 4? I don't know their names. You're gonna have to describe them.
I'll show you what mine is.
Serious question about the city. Yeah. What? Why is that so ominous? No, I'm gonna finish what I was saying about the return. So we did have an entire building here, similar to the one you see initially. I ended up hating it because it took up too much room and something. It was, you know, I can just go find it. I did design a little part of a building here. I really like this concept design for the rest of the buildings and stuff. This is built at the very end, so this has actually not been we've not really actually worked with this yet, but it is a neat concept anyway, that I'll probably use when we do get round to building the structure. The main reason I've not built the city is, one, I got really sick of Purpur by some point, and two, city layouts are a lot more complicated than just random buildings and terraforming, and I want to have a cool layout before I do the buildings. So
can we appreciate what
yeah,
the Can we appreciate the stone like looming above this? Because it's we never
looking at the hand place stone is.
Because that's
this is
Snowden.
all.
We haven't shaped this for the ruins. Like that's Snowden just.
Yeah, this wasn't shaped for the ruins. This is just Snowden, kind of going into our ruins territory because it's too big. This was never intent. Like if you keep going this way. Yeah, it's you know, I've done a lot of placing stone. Yeah. So it's, you know, how are you planning on building the house near the end? You mean Asgore's? Or just this towards the end of us building? Because it'll probably be about the same, just with a different color palette. Maybe a few minor differences, but, you know, the point in the game is that it's so identical that you're supposed to be reminded of the first one. So, to keep that kind of feeling from the game, we do want it to be as identical as possible with the new palette. Because something really neat storytelling about, you know, despite coming so far, you're still reminded of the past and stuff, and Toriel and Asgore's past, etc. I could go on a whole spiel about that. Oh god, we're getting to the ominous part about the OST. Now, to show you, this was the original part of the ruins that I got completely rid of. Now, obviously, it's not been ruined yet, so there's no vines or cracks and stuff in it, but yeah, this is gonna have like the dome area inside this, and this is gonna be the little castles inside of that. But yeah, this entire build's just getting scrapped because it's just, I don't know, I have too much mixed feelings on it, and I do feel like it just takes up too much room. Ignore the snowman. That wasn't built by us. So let me put in my notes about this. Ruins City. No layout. Buildings got scrapped. Concept designs still there. Probably going to have a lot of vines on ceiling. Just because I think that'll look really cool. Cool. What's everyone saying? I hate this conversation. What? Oh. What is the mine in Snowden? I don't know what the mine is.
I'll show you the mine. It's
Okay.
in the side of the mountain, and I just had the idea, like up from the little hut on the lake. There was like a little entrance
Okay.
that nothing ever happened with it, but there was an idea.
Show me.
Alright.
What's the mine?
I'm
I
assuming
need
this
this
is
bit.
what they mean. It's like right in the middle.
I don't know.
Here.
People are sad now. Wait, what's
It's gonna
this?
be here. There's
Is
gonna
this
be a
actually
mine
what they're
here.
wondering? Because I didn't know about this.
I don't know, this is the only thing I can think of. But it'd be really cool to actually make a bit of an industry going on in the mountains kind of thing. Reminds me of like Welsh colliers that have to walk like miles to work every morning, and then they have a long hard day in the mines, and then they go back again. Gives me
Do you
that
yearn for the
kind of
mine,
vibe.
Squid? Do you yearn
I
for the
came
mines?
to dig.
I'm gonna block you in here.
No, Josh.
I need to send a little message. Cool. Okay, so back to the start of Snowden. Good. Okay, the thing is, there's a lot about Snowden. It's not very complicated though. So, okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked by DMs. Snowden. Absolutely ginormous. Everything, you know, being hand placed and all. Hang on, I'm gonna turn up the render distance so you can actually see this. Yeah, it's not exactly a small build, it's yeah. Now, a lot of the cliffs we do want to change the design, so this is probably going to get changed, and this entire bit is going to get worked on. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we want to change, but, you know, aside from just wanting it to feel a lot more vast, because we actually only see a tiny bit of Snowden in-game, there isn't really much complicated about Snowden aside from it's giant, you know? Like, there's not much reasoning. I think the only complicated part is going to be the ceiling. Because, you know, if you've put a giant cave roof over this, it's going to be completely dark. So we're going to have to find a way to get a lot of light in while keeping a cave top. So, we've got a couple ideas, but we're going to have to just find that out when we actually build it. There is the idea of putting like a huge icy sort of roof, because one, that would be really cool than just more stone, and two, it's much easier to let light go through like ice and blue glass compared to stone. So, you know, that's probably going to get ideas played around with, but, you know, aside from that, there's not really much complicated stuff about it, aside from the shapes of the Snowden, because this part of Snowden was actually built first. You can probably tell, because it's the only part that's actually fully detailed and shaped completely differently. Like, if you fly up, and yeah, you'll see this giant chunk is... This was the first part of Snowden that was built, and then it was just added on to that since then. So, and if you couldn't tell where this is, I think this is where the Doggeressa and Dogony attack you, and this is, well, the little bridge. Up here is... This isn't the switch bit, is it? Yeah, okay, no it is. Then this is the Papyrus microwave area, and then the golf bit over here. So, you know, not much there, but we're going to add a bit more to make it obvious to what it is in-game, but we did focus on the terraforming more than anything. Because, don't know if you can tell, a microwave is not really the same as giant massive cliffs. I know they don't show the ceiling in-game, but it's called Undertale. We can't make it not underground. They'll like what bit? Also, hello, Boozy. Still feels weird saying that. Yeah, literally, it's Undertale. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. Not really much there. What bit? This. Wait, what is this? Squid Spruce Palm Hybrid. No. Sorry, I don't like it. This doesn't really make sense. Oh yeah. Yeah, we can see Techno. Over here, aside from the mountains, I still have a lot of thoughts on. Obviously, as many people are aware, while building this, Techno passed away, and being mining squids, one of our biggest influences for creating content. You know, just felt right having a memorial somewhere, and you know. But, you know, this is a pretty neat place to put the statue. I did build the statue somewhere else and then moved it here because, ignoring the cliff that I destroyed because I hated the shape. If you walk along this bridge, you get, like, a perfect view of Techno overlooking this entire area. So, yeah, I really like this area. Also, don't even... The nightmare it was to build this statue with, like, detail and at an angle was so difficult. But I really like how the statue turned out, so, you know. I might add a bit more vinage and stuff to the bottom, but I was kind of going through it when I built it, so I didn't really focus too much on the detail. Okay. I see the joke here, Lancer, but that was a bit far.
Nah, to be fair, it was quite funny.
It was funny, but it could be...
laugh.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I like it's funny, but it...
Like, he's been dead a year.
It sure is a comment. I know. It's just...
How has it been nearly
Still makes
a
me
year?
iffy, that sort of comment.
It is probably a year.
I don't...
right?
It does not feel like it, okay? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is gonna be in, like, a month.
Yeah, we can joke about it after a year.
Yeah, well, other people can joke about it. I don't like joking about it.
Yes, you do.
I mean, to be fair, he joked about it. He
Yeah,
made
I
a
know.
joke about his own death. I cannot have any more respect for someone.
You definitely have made the similar sorts of
Releasing-
jokes before.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just it's not that I think it's like should it. It's more of I personally still feel weird joking about it, rather than it's like you can, but
Why is there
Yeah.
a 1 here? Why does this exist?
I do not know, but I'm gonna assume it's Ashen. Oh, by the way, we're at Snowden.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably losing their minds right now. They haven't seen any of this.
Yeah. We didn't build any of this. I did the plotting for this, because this is gonna be where a bunch of the viewer builds are. You can actually join our. I'm gonna do a little plug. Join our Discord and you can submit your own build to put in Snowden Town.
Just
Anyway.
make it really good.
On the other. Please, I'm gonna have to make it different if you make it really, really bad. But please don't. Anyway, you can build whatever you like, I suppose, as long as it's not cringe. Anyway.
Should we start by going through the buildings? These look so
Sorry, I'm kind of
nice.
losing my train of thought as we go.
You really are.
Oh, they really do. I love the shape put into the walls. Like, I think it's one of the few times that, the outside doesn't look too big, but the inside still... Obviously, the insides aren't fully detailed, but... How do you get to... Oh, it's... that was
Doge when he can't
completely
figure
off.
out.
Anyway.
construction. Yeah.
Well... go upstairs.
That's the thing, it's like,
Go.
the biggest thing with these is like trying to make the exterior look small and the interior look big. And Ashton somehow managed it with these.
Yeah,
these
that's
rooms.
the... Yeah.
Like, this does not
The
feel
biggest
that big, but
difficulty
it does.
with building the Undertale buildings is the insides actually have full detail in game, but so do the outsides. So we have to somehow make the inside big, but also the outside look not big. So
That's a
while it
classic
may
one.
seem simple to build these things, yeah.
It's not even an Undertale problem. It's just like a Minecraft thing. It's like if you try and build your real life house in Minecraft, it's
Oh,
a
God,
disaster because
nightmare.
because you build the inside as you remember it, and then you go on the outside and it's massive. Trying to do it properly
And if you build
is
the outside,
impossible.
then there's no room on the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
So, bye, cheesy plays.
Bye.
Okay, again, I'm gonna say this again. I've said this before, especially in the Discord, but I'm gonna say it. We are not releasing an Undertale map download until there's a significant amount of update on a specific area. So this is quite a big update, but a huge portion of this area is still untouched, so I can't release the download yet. Like, the Undertale build has made quite a lot of progress since we built... Because the Undertale build wasn't released like... the waterfall room hasn't even publicly been released yet. But, that's it. There's just parts of different rooms that have got an update rather than a specific section of the build receiving a huge update. So, once we finish this room, and maybe this bit and that, and have this room, then I might release an Undertale updated map, because we've got a significant portion of, a section of the game rather than random pieces. Because I don't know, I like having updates of the map that are themed, so like the waterfall update, or the Snowden update, or the Hotland update. So there's pieces of Hotland, there's pieces of Waterfall, there's pieces of Snowden, but there's not enough of them to have been updated to release a full thing about it. The kitchen!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's it. We're gonna finally see Sans and Papyrus' kitchen.
This is a
I've not seen
live
this
Doge
yet.
reaction, yeah.
I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna start recording as well, just because this might be useful footage. Hopefully the computer doesn't crash. Okay. Oh no. Oh, OBS is struggling. Okay, there it is. Cool. Oh, okay, I'm gonna. Oh. Oh my god! Oh, that's clever. That's really clever.
You know, as they go, not too bad.
This is quite nice. Oh wow. I forgot this was a sink. it literally just looks like a doorway. I have forgotten it is. Oh, that was. I don't know why I thought she was gonna have built the entire other. But yeah. No, I'm kind of taken aback by it, honestly. Damn, I really like it. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot what this is. It may be a bin or something. Oh god, I wish the rest of the house was interior decorated now.
She did Snanzas as well.
Wait, did she? Oh! Okay. Oh, this is... this is so cool. Oh my god, I love the armor stand thing. How was that done? Yeah, I'm not even gonna question it. Might be an item frame thing for all I know. Oh. I mean, obviously the lights might need a bit work, but... Oh, wow. Oh, this is neat. Oh my god, is Cheesy Puff still not fixed that? Cheesy Puff, I swear to fucking god. Okay. Basically, if anyone wants to know the problem with the summary of the history behind this block, our good friend Cheesy Puff decided it was a great idea to ignore our command block comments and made a very unstable command block machine to make the tornado. The tornado looked cool, but when I released the world download, because the server was taking a lot of the backload of the commands into the server, when everyone loaded it up on their single player worlds, they crashed when they got near the building. So you can imagine me at 3 AM, after finally getting all the maps and stuff released for the video, having to log back on to update the build because Cheesy Puff not only ignored me, but then ended up ruining the world downloads. So that's why this block is still a phantom block, because, yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm totally not. Anyway, moving on. Man, I love Cheesy Puff. Cheesy Puff, you're my best friend. I would never be mad at you. I need to breathe.
As someone who was there that night, Doge was not happy. Oh, it was funny.
I spent all day getting the world and video and all the files ready. Made it public for the first time since starting the project. To only get comments at like 3 or 4 in the morning being like, for some reason I crash whenever I get near Snowden's house. Or Snowden. And I was like, what could possibly cause that to crash? I go down here. Hang on. And now there's some remnants of what was here, but oh, how I was so upset. But yeah, it's all good now. No harm, no foul, as they say, except there was harm, but I'm being nice. I forgot I'm still recording. Better stop that. Oh, the casino dog shrine, that's just not been done yet, because, yeah, the Sans house and that was recently built, quote-unquote recently, and the interior hasn't been figured out yet, and that, you know, counts as the interior. So I think there will probably be a separate video doing most of the interior houses for all these things, because, yeah. But it will be added, don't worry. There wouldn't have been a door added to that if it wasn't going to get added. I need a drink. I've been talking for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah. Ant update. There's ants everywhere. That was your ant update.
Everywhere.
Well, a bit of an exaggeration, but they keep crawling out my sleeves.
Have you not figured out a way to deal with them?
No.
Oh! Oh, I hate that. Oh.
Well, I think they're...
Have you not... Are you sure there's not, like, anything lying about that they're coming for?
Well, no, I don't think so. Well, they're outside on the doorstep, I think, but they're crawling in. So...
But you know...
Yeah.
You might need to get some bug thing or that.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're gonna do about sleeping.
Well, I think because the bedroom's the furthest point, it's not too bad, but... Right now I'm near the door.
Touch wood. Okay, well, that's awful. I'm not. That's a funny message. I'm not letting that slide. Oh. Oh, that's. So you wanna know what it said, Squid? Squid. Oh. Matthew said, strip dance, Squid. Let's see that squoosy. We're not having that type of comment. I'm sorry, it's funny. Pass the line. It is. Your chat's bad. That's... Ooh. Moving on. I think there is actually quite a lot to talk about Waterfall here. My head is empty though, because a lot of the things about Waterfall is so... I built the initial part of this build, like, it wasn't colored or anything, but only the Blackstone, I built that. Before a lot of the Snowden progress was made, actually. I ended up hating it a lot. So, sorry. I'm not over what was put in chat. Yeah, this is my least favorite build. Now, unfortunately, Ashton and Squid decided to come along and detail it anyway, which they decided to, you know, because there's a lot of blizzards and snow and stuff in here, they thought, you know, snow would, like, blast through here and, like, cause the first initial tunnel to get, like, snowed over and stuff. So they tried to combine a lot of snow and ice in that with the Blackstone, which is a really neat idea, but I do think it is just a bit messy and just, you know, it doesn't quite work. Not right now. Maybe it's a cool concept, but the execution so far is not the best. So that explains this. Now this is the bit for Undyne jumps along. But yeah. Now, the next room was actually based on this. So, in-game, there's a little door. I think it's behind here or behind here. Now, this door has no access, and we have no idea what's behind it. So, taking some inspiration from Snowden and the Ruins, where we just build whatever we like, because the Undertale world is bigger than what we see, we decided to build a completely different room here. Now, I already did a video on this room, but I actually talked about the details, but they did try to add snow to it after, which I wish I had the old version, and I can't be bothered finding it. But point is, ginormous room hidden behind there that we decided to build with a door and an entry point. With the new amethysts and stuff that were added, to, you know, act like stars on the ceiling, because, you know, monsters came to Waterfall to look at the stars. Now, another point that I made in my last video, but the problem with the build is, unless you're playing in-game yourself, it's too dark to see any of the actual details. So, aside from flying up and looking down at the water, you can see next to nothing. So, you know, it's a really cool room. We're gonna keep it, but, you know, it's one of those ones you kind of have to explore yourself to kind of fully appreciate. I do need to go to the asylum. I really am. This build is gonna drive me insane. Now, everything after this point, I'm not gonna cover the mapping in the stream because I do have to wrap up soon. And also, we've passed the explanation on all the parts that I haven't explained yet. So all this stuff is kind of already explained in the video, but I will summarize. This bit, you know, kind of explains similar situation with that room. Nothing's really been done yet, but this is the room where you see a lot of the... Oh wait, no, that's the next room. This is where you see the telescope, and this is where you go to the end here, read it, and be like, oh, hidden room up in here. Break the wall, falls down, and then, you know, you get the dialogue on the wall, which, to make it more interesting, we decided to add a bit of a waterfall, you know, have these instead, because having signs on the wall is not enough to put as much information, and, you know, it just looks much cooler this way. But still sticks close enough to canon, but it fits. This is the bit where you get the raft, go along the water, and then Undyne chases you. Oh god. Yeah, we were kind of, yeah, we're having a moment. We're kind of going insane. We built that because, yeah, the build. Yeah, I know it is stunning. Stunning design work, really. But moving on. Yeah, it really just has so much texture. This room has so much to work on, but so far I do like the idea. Now, I love this because it kind of looks like Northern Lights. And also it just has so much more colour to the ceiling. But I do think the walls itself is a bit too dark. And we haven't really found a way to solve that. Same with the design of the pillars here. I'm not the biggest fan of how this is shaped so far. But, you know, we will... Now, to make it make sense for Undyne being here, we're going to add a bunch of paths and stuff behind it and, like, a whole other part of the build that kind of just connects all these bits. So that room's going to end up connecting to a random cave as a part of this room. Probably through here, actually. You know, it just helps the build feel a lot more connected. The wood is the wrong color. I don't know if you know this, but there isn't really any grey wood in the game. And I know there's the blue wood, which I think was experimented with originally, but it kind of looks very ugly, so... Yeah, we're sticking to spruce. So... Because, I think the spruce for now is the best color we're going to find, but contrasts enough, but is close enough to in-game that it fits. Because there isn't any grey wood. The blue is, well, too blue, and yeah. It's the best option we have. And also, it's also not the most important subtle detail. I think I'm more worried about getting the actual layout and stuff rather than the specific colors. Like, did you see waterfall? We've kind of, this isn't exactly what the same cave is like, but hey ho. I'm so glad everyone's talking about crack in chat. They're taking after you, Squid. I think this button. Oh yeah. We actually did Again, I already explained this. We've gotten to the point where all the extra stuff in the build has already been explained in the most recent videos, because we're now at the point where it's the most recent build videos. So I'm not really going to go into too much detail, because I think I've summarized it pretty well. But yeah, we did a couple test designs here, really liked it, and then decided, you know what? We're going to take this and run with it. So, go back here. It's fine. You may be a mod, but it's funny. Now, I'm going to briefly summarize this bit because I do want to save some of it for the video. I've kind of been talking so long, losing my voice, and it's almost midnight, so I am going to have to get into summary category. So, this is where Napstablook and Metaton's house is. This is the snail race. This is the little bit where I think this is where the garbage dump is. We haven't fully finished the mapping for it yet, because that's a whole other ordeal. But yeah. Also, Garrison's is nearby, so we had the idea, because you'll notice in the background there's a lot of crystals in Garrison's little shop cave area. So we thought, wouldn't it be cool to make a giant crystal cavern as the backdrop for, like... So instead of just a little room that we walk into Garrison's, have, like, Garrison have the shop at the entryway, but have a giant crystal cave behind it. Which also wouldn't be that difficult, because we've kind of moved away from just the Blackstone, and crystal caves are one of the easiest because it's so easy to light them up and things. So I'm not... It's a matter of getting round to it. I actually completely forgot about this part of the build. This was a different palette design for Waterfall. Waterfall's difficult because Blackstone's really difficult to detail when it's not the marsh, and no, the coal. And Blackstone's kind of too dull, so I've tried to get an in-between for the sort of grey colour, and I really like it, but doing this on a larger scale is very difficult because it will get repetitive quickly, so I've kind of not really executed it yet. Oh no, what have I done? I accidentally unmodded. Cool. Okay, I fixed it. Moving on. This room is awful. If you can't tell, this is the room where you walk about and press the little mushrooms that light up the rest of the path, and then this part separates the point, so this next room is where you interact with the crystals and it lights up the whole room. It's just extremely annoying to detail, because we're working with the most bland colours ever that don't work with anything else. And the walls isn't that big a deal. The floor, however, having it completely flat, very boring. But also, trying to, add depth and also colour with this block isn't easy. So we've kind of not really figured out a solution for that. So moving on. This is Temmie Village. Nah. You know how Temmies are very unhinged. You know, they're not the most stable beings in the world. We thought it would be very funny to have their entire base area camp on the side of a giant cliff. Because who else would do that? And also we don't see this wall, so we can excuse it. Also, if we do that, we get to have an entire like ravine section here that kind of connects up to the Undyne Bridge here, where Monster Kid falls. Because, it's a giant pit, but we do need it to connect up somewhere. So having this bit over here be the Temmie Village area, it just kind of connects the build a bit more, but also makes a bit more geological sense. If any of Undertale makes any geological sense. And now we kind of head into the completely unplanned territory, but this is the Welcome to Hotland area. This is the lab where I've actually completely covered this in the last video, but there has been a lot more detail added. Yeah. Ashton has been working away at the lab, which
Yeah, I was gonna say,
oh my
this,
god,
like, changed a lot.
it looks amazing.
Yeah, hasn't this changed a lot since?
Yeah, I talked about it, but it's even funnier. While I was recording that, a lot of the detail was made, so like half of the time lapse was the half updated, and the other half was not updated at all. Yeah. Now, Squid, you want to see my wonderful redstone? So the door for oh my god.
Why is it out of sync? It's very out of sync.
Well, one of the sides was built by me, and one of the other sides was built by Ashton. Because we both wanted to see if we could do it. Now, this side.
You built the worst side.
I like it. I like the little, the... Bloop.
You're coping.
No! You know what's the best part about the redstone? Didn't break.
Give me a sec. It broke. It broke.
Wait for it. Why did it break? No. There we go. See?
But I broke it.
Working.
Hang on,
yeah, but it also fixed itself. What did you do? I've never broken it. How did you do that?
What? How?
Why? How did it break? The one that... Wait, what?
What is this?
What did you do?
It's so cursed.
What do you mean? It's the best redstone.
Why is there a lamp here?
It's honestly. Oh, the lamp's for another part of the build.
There's so much redstone.
It's great. I know.
This is like the simplest.
It's the best redstone.
You can do this in like 5 blocks. What is this?
No, but we had to make it a bit more innovative and creative. I know you like innovation, so I decided to be a bit innovative myself.
But like, what is this? I thought.
Well, it was more simple. Also, we had to find. But we had to. Yeah, well. Maybe you shouldn't look at what we do. Maybe you're just like a hater and you kind of broke the redstone. So
it doesn't
yeah, that's what happens when you don't do the redstone yourself, Squid. It does. It did.
Proof. You didn't make it squid
maybe you're just a bad person. Maybe you need to not.
You're
talk to
just
me.
figuring that out. Why is there so much stuff?
I think I'm too good for you, Squid. I think I'm too good for you.
I'm so confused.
This is what
Turn the
happens
lever
when
off
like a
again?
fake redstoner interacts with me.
Flick the lever. There we are. And then where's the power coming? Oh, oh, it's just because it's because in the elevator it's switched. It doesn't work from both sides.
Oh, it does.
No, but if you shut it from one side, it stays shut. Like the other side then can't do anything.
What the fuck has happened? Squid, I don't need your negativity right now. Squid, you're kind of being mean. I don't want this. Why are you being so? You know, maybe you should like, you know, I think you need to like self-evaluate a bit more.
I did, and I came to the conclusion
Yeah.
that I'm happy the way.
No, shut up. No, I don't want to hear it. No, shut up. Anyway, guys, moving on. This is Hotland. I kind of summarized most of it in my video, but yeah, we're kind of making it really funky because we literally don't see any of this, but we do need a giant cavern, so
Guess
not much
who built
complicated
one
there.
side
Just
and
trying
who
to think
built
of
the other
cavern
side.
designs. They can guess. This is where the core is going to be. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, we
Wait,
haven't... I don't know why the pipe's there. I suppose it's just indicating. What?
Wait, I think there's... In New Home, isn't there an exclusive spoiler?
Exclusive spot? What?
I
What's
don't
happening?
I don't think I've shown off the more detailed cliff, have I?
Oh, sorry, you're
what's
single
the-
cliff.
What's the
Alright,
last
guys,
thing
new home spoiler.
It's a
And
nice
Lancer's
cliff.
leaving the moment you get a spoiler.
Yeah. You went
Squid.
the wrong way.
Listen, you're being negative at the moment. I don't want to hear it.
But my thing is
Here's
amazing apart from the
Squid's
broccoli.
cliff.
It's a work in progress. I don't know, when's the last time I updated
Yeah,
this?
you know. You tell me. I've never showcased it.
I genuinely can't remember.
Well, that's probably a bad sign then.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Squid's new home terraforming concept. Just plus sized.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
can tell there were just like so much little ideas that are just mashed into the one build.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I like it.
But honestly, well, I don't like you, so I don't like it. New Home is honestly our least developed in terms of ideas and palette. Because New Home palette is very difficult to begin with. Never mind the terraforming and the capital.
Just don't look at my bonsai
So,
tree.
this is the location of... Yeah. So, this is the walk. This is where you go down. This is where Undertale 71 plays. Then you go underneath the stair bit. And I think it's good. Go along, you meet the capital. You get the Sands Hall area where it's like, this is... What is this book? Oh yeah, this is the full dialogue. What, do you want to read off the dialogue?
No. I can just judge you silently.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is our... Because the big thing that also makes the terraforming stuff even more complicated than the fact that it's just a completely different palette. It's connected to Waterfall, which is a complete 180 in colour. So we do need to also transition the blocks from the darkest block in the game to the whitest block in the game. Slowly up, because these caverns... We have actually mapped it, so... You know that castle view that you get in Waterfall with Monster Kid? yeah, we mapped it up so it does completely line up, and when I say we, I mean Squid
Wait, no
lined
way.
it up. I just witnessed him going insane.
Whoever planned that must be really handsome.
I won't lie, Squid, it's probably one of the coolest details of the map, so I am proud of you.
It is like it's the one thing that no one else has figured out. Like in any other build, it's like, what do you
Yeah,
do
I've not
with
seen a
the
single other Undertale map that has
like
managed to line up the waterfall bit with the real castle.
yeah, they make like a model castle, don't they, in the distance?
Yeah, they make like a model castle in waterfall and then get to the real one. So, you know, we're better than everyone else. Come over here. Here's the garden. I know it's so detailed. This room is actually, this is meant to look really similar to the room that you see at the start of the game, which
That
a lot of
might be
people
because
actually
I
do mistake it for
copy-pasted it.
somehow. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in-game.
Yeah.
So that's why we've copy and pasted the start of it just to reference the fact that we're gonna recreate this room, which is kind of poetic if you think about it. We build the first
we
room, and
remaster
then
the
one of
first
the
room,
final
yeah.
rooms we build is the same room. Yeah, we remaster the first room, which I think is a really cool detail. Come over here. We get to the mess that is the barrier. Now we're gonna try a glass fog effect. Did not work. We're gonna try like a crickety pathway over the void because that would be a cool detail. Didn't work. We're gonna maybe try a giant empty cave, but also I'm not sure how to capture that with the barrier. Genuine, no clue how I'm doing the barrier yet. So that's why I've never mentioned it. So nothing's new there, except the location. And also to answer everyone's questions quickly. Hotland. Well, no, we kind of already summarized Hotland. It's just going to be giant cavern, around here. The mapping's already there. There's not really anything we've innovated aside from the shapes, and
Yeah, that's the
but
thing.
the
There's not
colors
much.
and that is. Hotland's probably going to be one of. Yeah, it's going to be one of the most canon designs, color and shape wise, for the main areas. Like the cave itself is going to be cool, and the entire surrounding bit's going to be new, but there isn't really much new area, you know.
Yeah, the reason we skipped over it is there's not much we've actually built, but I can rant about how I've done the core view, but that's about it.
Yeah, can you talk about that, because I can't
Okay,
really.
stare in that direction at the core. So like straight after the cooking show, there's the first view of the core you get. You're like really far away from the core, but then if you go up the elevator 2 stories through the hotel, you're then straight into the core over the bridge. So it's like, how did you get that close to the core? And if there's a massive lava ocean around the core, where's the bridge that you get to the core from? So it doesn't make a lot of sense. Is the bridge around the other side? But then how do we get around the other side of the core? But we can't see a bridge, so it must be there, or is it basically space doesn't make sense. So I came up with the idea of having the bridge to the core on this side, but lowering the roof at this point, so that if you come over here, you can
Yeah,
pretty much.
we're basically
I might have to lower
hiding
it
the
a tad,
view
but
of the bridge.
yeah.
I mean,
So
there's
this is
probably
the
going to be a bit
dramatic
more
bridge
drop
view
down
thing.
here anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the bridge view, we can't see this aside anywhere else aside from this part of the game. But with the way everything else is structured, that doesn't make any sense. So Squid lowered the third floor, which is already completely different, a bit, so it hides the bridge view up until that point, so it still sticks to canon.
Yeah, and
But I think
Ashton
that's
doesn't like it
probably
that much because
the only thing that's really been.
the hidden sprite of the top of core that you never see in game doesn't have that bridge there. So Ashton's like calling sus on me, but I don't know what else we can do. Really.
Yeah, you know, it's technically not added to the game, so. Plus,
It's
there
like
might be a middle section between that that's not there.
Ooh, copium. I like it. Yeah, so it's really
I
just
mean, it could be.
it's the best option, not a perfect option, but
Yeah, unless you want to redesign the entirety of Hotland, that makes no sense for anything else. This is the best option.
I was tempted, but you would go insane if I did that. So.
It's not worth it. It's really it's by that point it literally just has more cons than pros doing that. You know, because everything else lines up so nicely already. But it's just I'd rather keep the layout we have. Plus, also this is the one that like you can actually play through and actually recognize from game, because that'd take a lot of explaining to do. Because we also want to keep the feel of the game, not just the inside of core.
There's not
well,
much other than this, like,
as you saw as I flew through it.
Yeah, it's just
yeah, this is the
outlines and
plasma floor, but we haven't actually got any design of it. Oh, Mount Ebbet, huh? Yeah,
more stone placing.
to all of your relief, we are building Mount Ebbet on the outside. And yes, it's all hand placed. I don't want to talk about this further because the more I think about it, the more I want to cry.
Mount Ebbet
So that's
won't even be
something to
that
think
bad.
about for another day.
It's the mountains above Snowdon which scare me.
That's the thing. Mount Ebbet itself is not that big a deal. That's near the start of the game. It's the mountain above Snowdon that's because we're already at a really high Y height, so you know we're very limited for our space for building details on top. I do love torturing myself. It really is
also
fun.
It's like 1,000 blocks long as well.
Yeah, it's also like 1,000 blocks long. Now, actually, the top of the mountain might not be as bad as like doing the inside of the cave because, sure, we're gonna have details, but it's gonna be less curvature and roofs and stuff. But instead, just like there can be a lot more flatness to it, just because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be very rounded. So, in some ways, it's easier, but it's more. It's not a matter of difficulty. It's a matter of that's gonna take ages. Yeah. Once we get round to that, you can imagine there's gonna be many streams of just placing that because that'll get to the point of mindless placing, but need to do a lot of progress, and that's the perfect time to stream. So, I want to stream it anyway. Also, it's like the final stretches of the Undertale build, so I think it'll be neat to stream it, you know? Because that's going to be the last thing we build. We can't build the mountain on top of the build without the build. So. Yeah. And, one last thing is TrueLab. I actually did completely summarize TrueLab in the video already. But considering people might have not seen my recent Hotland video and want a brief summary, I will do so. So, you will find there is a TrueLab design floating around. Now, the atmosphere of this TrueLab design is really nice. Problem is, it's a very simple design. Now, that is because it wasn't built by me or Squid, it was built by our friend, who hadn't even played Undertale. They've only seen reference images. Now, they're not a builder, so they're not the best at adding detail or that, but, you know, it captures the vibe really well. So, we'll probably be taking we'll take the atmosphere from this as, like, a reference, because I do think it's, like, you can agree, it really... I do feel like we're in TrueLab with the amount of lighting and stuff. Maybe a bit more, but yeah. But in terms of like the machinery and scale, it will be upsized.
Go over to the model that Ashton did, because that's like the closest model we have to what we'll do.
Oh, I forgot about that. Ashton model. Where's the teleport buttons? There they are. Testing area. Ah.
Where is it? Here we are.
Here is. Now this is Ashton, an actual builder who's helping us. Oh, I forgot about that shrieker. Well then, this is Ashton's design. If you couldn't tell, this is like, oh my god. This is the very first part you walk in. This is the time to do what the king has asked me to do. Then this is the, yeah. Actually, I think this is where you go down initially, and then you walk along this way.
Yeah. This
But,
is just a
yeah.
trial. It's not meant to like actually
This-
line up or anything.
Yeah, everything here is not concrete, but it is a really nice concept design if it's actually a design concept. So if you want any ideas of what's floating around right now, this is the test so far. Me and Squid have yet to have a crack at True Home. You know,
True
no,
home.
True Lab. We've yet to try True Lab, but this is what Ashton's built so far, and I mean, we'll probably do something really similar, if not something like this. So, yeah. I did stop writing in my notes, but I think I have passed the point in my notes where I know most of the stuff by that point. You know, we kind of reached the more recent territory. So, oh yeah, this is an older lab version that Ashton was working on. As you can see, it's very, very much not as... Oh, you miss so much slice. I know, you miss a lot of the complete. And here, but I feel like it's barely mentioned aside from in Squid's video, the hundreds of Sans House variants sitting around. So many of them
You don't
just
understand.
lying around.
You don't understand my suffering.
And this isn't even all of them. They're so, you just fly about anywhere, you will find more and more. I mean, that's not a real one, but yeah. This is not anything Undertale related. I just wanted to try and build a house design for a server, and I didn't finish it, but, you know, I think it's pretty neat so far. For anyone who wonders what the hell this is my really wacky building
Can we
design.
put this somewhere in the Undertale build?
If it gets finished,
Wait, could
I think
we?
it would
Could we?
sit
could we make
somewhere in
this-
third layer Hotland.
Hotland University. This
This
would be perfect. This would be perfect. Look at it.
Oh, it actually really is, isn't it?
That would be. Yeah, no, that would be. That's like perfect. That's exactly it. Imagine like a huge building with that kind of structure and palette.
Yeah, like we'll add a bit more to the back here, and it'll like extend a bit more. But yeah.
We're doing it.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
oh, I like your thinking. I really like that. I forgot there was Hotline Uni. Asgore mentions it in one of his dialogue in the phone calls, so yeah, it confirms it's real, and that also means we have to build a university. But yeah, aside from that, these are just builds that Ashton imported from their Undertale build map from a few years ago. If you're wondering what these are. As you can see, the terraforming detail Ashton used to have on their map is very different to what we did. You know, aside from that, I think, unless there's anything else I'm forgetting to cover, I think that's mostly it. I mean, there is the statue, and the memory statue we've not got a proper design for yet, and then my random techno design statues floating around. I suppose we could go look at the Deltarune concept for a sec. I do feel like that's never really mentioned much.
Well, we haven't really
But
done anything, have
or
we?
I leave that for another time. No. You know what? No, I'll leave the Deltarune for when I actually want to work on Deltarune, because Squid has recently got me inspired to start working on Deltarune. So I might do that if I...
And when I say
after
when
I
he says
make the
recently,
Undertale
he's
builds.
talking like an hour ago.
Literally a few hours ago. Yeah. But, yeah, you'll get the full Deltarune discussion and stuff in that video. So, please read. Said in Discord, but I'll say it again. You should build a museum type of thing where you can put statues of all the characters. Oh, that's quite cool. I mean, we are probably going to have a giant museum of all the old test concepts of the builds and stuff anyway, so we could have it in there. Obviously, we've not built the museum or that, but you know how like in Snowden we've got like like this entire area and that, like we might have like sections of builds that never made it into the final product and stuff in the museum. So like Toriel's old house, a part of this. I think it'll be neat if we have an area where you can just like go explore all the previous concepts that we have lying about. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, we're building Deltarune too. So that's